Hi there. I'm going to show you an exercise that's all about getting your sense of balance and your proprioception. Where are you in space? What should you be using? What should you be feeling within your body that gives you the information that you feel safe to be in standing and you feel strong and you know how to correct if you're going off balance and are avoiding any sort of fall, okay? The goal here is that you're starting to feel your inner sense of balance sensors that are in your body and then challenging by taking away two of the major things that give you a sense of where you are in space and relying mostly on those proprioceptive areas, the body parts, to give you the balance, okay? So you're going to be thinking about connecting to the ground always. Go down into the ground and feel the floor below you. Feel what your feet are doing against the ground. They're pushing against the ground. Then you're going to feel that kind of travel up your body. You're going to feel going into your thighs. The thighs have to extend to keep you straight from falling down. So you need to feel these guys kick in. Hamstrings, not a big deal in this. So it shouldn't be on the back of you. Everything should be kind of in the front of you. That's where we can take effort. If we go behind, we fall back. No good, okay? So you want to think going up into the thighs, and then you're going up into the belly. And from there, it's pretty much where we get most of our balance sensors, so we don't do a lot of sway. So where you put your feet is depending on what level your balance is at this moment. If you're capable, you take away a little bit of that. You make it a little bit more challenged. If not, you put them shoulder width apart. And you may want a chair in front of you. You may want a corner in behind of you. You may want to know no matter what, you have nowhere to go. So depending on what level you're at, those are always options. Whatever those things that give you safety to then feel the right things in your body, and it makes it less stressful to you to stand up straight and not feel like you're falling, that is the goal, okay? So those are not cheats. Those are benefits until your body does it on its own. So for this part, I'm just going to take away those things. It's easier to see. I'm going to put my feet together because it's going to challenge me a little bit. As soon as I do that, I feel like, okay, go down into the floor, feel that sense of where your feet are. Then work your way up the body. Feel the work that your anti-gravity muscles in your leg, those big quadriceps, they're going down into the floor as well, and they're straightening my knee straight. They're making me feel like I'm stacking everything up, like I want it to be. I want it to be stacked. If I'm kind of like this, or I'm a little bit like this, or I'm a little bit like this, none of those make me feel particularly strong in the standing position. We want it to be a nice stacked blocks from the ankle to the knee, into the hip, into the spine, and into the neck, okay? So my feet are close together. I'm feeling my feet going down. I'm feeling my quads. I can cross my arms. It will challenge it a little bit. I'll see my sway. I'll feel my sway more. If that's not comfortable, don't do it. Put your arms to the side. Have your hands touching the chair. Having one hand touch the chair. Whatever it is that you need to make sure you feel those feet connecting to the floor. You feel those quads. You feel your tummy. So the belly kicks in a tiny little bit towards the spine. It's not hard work. I'm not doing abdominal crunches while I'm doing it. It's a nice little gentle, tiny belly button towards the spine, okay? So I start again. I feel my feet. I feel my quads. I feel my tummy kicking in. Now that could just be enough right there to make you work. I'm going to challenge my sensors right now, and I'm going to close my eyes. So as soon as I close my eyes, I now have to rely way more on only two areas. My inner ear stuff, my vestibular system, and my proprioceptive system, which I just had that conversation with. And I'm going to try to rely really heavily on my feet and my quads and my belly. I'm going to make sure that I breathe. I'm not going to make this feel stressful. I'm going to breathe into it and feel like this is a good thing. I can do this. You're having a conversation with safety in your body constantly, okay? If that's good, and you can do that, and there's not a lot of sway, or if you start to feel the sway and you increase that activity, that's the goal. It's the how do you react when your body starts to move a little bit out of that perfect start position. Can I correct well? Do I go out with my arms? Do I bend my knees? Whatever it is, you try to keep it so that you're staying here. That's why the belly is so important, because this little bit of sway is the loss of activity, usually in the midsection, or your legs going down into the ground, okay? That would be kind of step 2, is closing the eyes in the same position. Then if you're going real good, and that's you can handle that now. You can go for a good 10 seconds. There's very little sway. When there's excellent correction. That's when you're allowed to either look left or look right, which is a little bit easier than looking up or looking down. That's a pretty big challenge for a lot of people, but the sensor should increase when you're doing that. So if I'm here and I slowly look up, my tummy actually increases. I feel more work going down from here. I don't feel more work in my neck. I don't feel more work in my back. Everything actually stays the same. The reactions are the same as when you're standing there with your eyes open, maybe even with a chair. The reaction is from the body proper. Don't bring in the upper back and the neck. Those are stress responses, because that's not effective work for your body to do it. And you'll stress out and you'll hold your breath and you'll feel unstable.